Um, it's been 3 months. I intended to film a video much sooner, but I have a really busy life, so it just is what it is. Um, but yeah, this is like a part two to my show and tell CD collection. It's not going to be as long because it's really only just CDs that I've acquired since filming that, which I think is like a dozen, maybe. So it's not like not the whole. It's not going to be an hour long. I'm hoping. Um, but before I get into that, I do want to say, yeah, I'm in a new. This is not a new place. This is just a different part of my room. This is my. I recently redid all my prints on my wall. Some of these are like original art. Some of these are, yeah, sorry, these are mostly all original art and then posters and etc. etc. Some of it is made by friends. Some of it I've purchased. I go to conventions a lot, which also brings me to another thing I wanted to talk about, which is my intentions for using this YouTube channel. Which, like, obviously, I'm going to keep talking about CDs and music, but I kind of just want to use it for literally anything. Like, I just want to have fun. I was thinking of maybe like if I go to a convention again sometime soon, I could do like a little vlog about it because I also cosplay as well, so that could be something fun. Um, and I don't know, just talking about certain topics, I guess. I was even thinking of like maybe talking about. I'm in my final year of university. I'm graduating. Yippee! Finally. I was even thinking of like making a video talking about that because I feel like I've had a very odd experience. Definitely not like the most traditional route. Um, and that can be a very like kind of alienating, isolating feeling, right? Where you're like, am I even doing this correctly? Um, trying to think. Is there anything else right now? I feel like no. I would like to post videos more frequently, but I'm never gonna adhere to like a specific schedule because I know I'm just not gonna follow it, honestly. They're gonna come when they're gonna come. I'm very busy a lot of the time. It's really hard for me to find the time to sit down and do this. It's also, I live with other people, so it's often quite noisy where I live. If you hear background noise, I'm so sorry. That is all the world making noise. Um, yeah, so I'm really like brain fogged today, so I'm a little. Um, so yeah, so these are my prints. We're not gonna talk about this. Actually, no, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so this was one of the first prints I like ever really acquired, which I think is a bold choice. Um, I got it, I think, at Comic Con a couple years ago, and I didn't have like a bag that could conceal it. It was just like a clear plastic wrap. And I had to get on, I live in a metropolitan city, and I had to get on the subway holding this print and some other ones, but like holding this print just for everyone to see. And I was like, this is the day I unlearn shame. Like, I just have to accept that that everyone knows that I own this and that I decided to buy stuff like whole thing. Anyways, I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase. Yeah, I got a lot going on. And actually, related to CDs, a lot of these posters do come from some of my albums. So when you're thinking, why do I want a CD? Hello, fun little posters like Dadoy, Shakira, hello, Lights, Marina Sati, Pretty Reckless, Avril Lavigne. Like, there's goodies. There's goodies that come with CDs. Okay. Anyways, let's begin with I also have nails because I thought I might tap on the CDs, a little ASMR, if you will. Okay. Let's begin. Also, it is so hot. It's October, and I'm like, wearing a t-shirt. I was like wearing like a whole get and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing that's changed is my hair. I have a different hair. I have different hair. It's pink now, and I have a hime cut going on. I'm probably, maybe once this fades out, I might just dye it all back to black. That's usually my like go-to color. I kind of decided to get a little fun with it this year and experiment with lots of different colors. I think in the last video my hair was blue, but it has been pink before a lot. Pink is my favorite. And then I did purple. There was some green. And then a lot of the time I actually just leave this blonde. Yeah, anyways. Okay, so the first CD is Avril Lavigne Let Go. I think this is from early 2000s, I know that. Okay, I can't find the year. I know it's the early 2000s. I know it's something and I can't find it. 2002. 2002. I know it's her debut album. I think she's like 14 or something, actually. Ooh. This is fun. Yeah, this is her debut album. She's 14, I'm pretty sure, which is really cool. Like this has Complicated and Skater Boy. 14 years old, writing some bangers. Let's go. I do think that Under My Skin is my favorite Avril Lavigne album still, even though I had been looking for this one for a long time. I listened to it, I was like obviously I like it, but I was like, I don't know, I think Under My Skin just really grabs me because it's so emo. Like it is so like, I'm like, this is exactly what it is to be like a 16-year-old girl who is like sad and like, you know, dealing with anything. It's, I don't know, very, very peak. But yeah, I really, really love the album image for this one. Just the blur and her just stay. I don't know, something about it. It's good. Okay, next. So I'm actually a really big Twilight fan, but also a really big critic of Twilight. So there's, you know, I think I did own the Twilight soundtrack when the movie came out when I was younger. But I have since, like, I have no idea where it went. So I saw this at like a thrift store and I was like, well, it's $5. Might as well. And there was like a cover here, but it folds down to a poster, and it's like over there. Actually, it's just out of shot. So that's why there's no album image here. But yeah, this is the Twilight soundtrack. I love this soundtrack. I listen to it a lot. Also, it's now Twilight season, kind of. If I was wearing a sweater, I'd be like, it's Twilight season, but no, the sun is shining. Yeah, I think Twilight and New Moon have pretty good soundtracks. I have no comment on the rest of the films. That's also speaking to like the quality of the films. Like I said, I'm a big Twilight fan, but I'm also a big Twilight critic. You know, get on my level. But yeah, Twilight soundtrack. Yippee! Okay, and then we also have Spice Girls. Spice, the album. I think this is their debut, actually. This is from 1996. Wow. And actually, this one has, I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right above me, the Spice. This came from here, actually, which is really cool. This one has Wannabe, Who Do You Think You Are, To Become One, Mama. Oh, classic Spice Girls. I like the CD. And we have Victoria Beckham to greet us on the cover. That's, she's Posh Spice. Wow. So cool. Okay. And then this one, okay, so this one was an interesting find. I did not even know that it existed. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and this is the soundtrack to the musical episode that they did called Once More with Feeling. And it's like all the songs that they sing in it. I think there's like also a couple like extra stuff. There's yeah, it says like end credits, main title, some instrumental suites, and also it has some demos. This show's awesome. I don't know if I feel like I'm correct in saying this, but I believe Buffy was like the first kind of TV show in its genre to do like a musical episode, which is why, you know, we then have shows like Glee and then like Riverdale doing their musical episodes. Like, Buffy is the one that started this. I'm a really big Buffy fan. I'm actually connecting this to Twilight. I'm a big fan of anything with vampires. Vampires. Um, so I'm a big vampire media connoisseur. I call myself a notorious vampire enthusiast. Even in school, if I can write or do a project about vampires, I will. Like my little special interest. But yeah, because like also another fun fact about Buffy is that it's like actually the reason why the TV Tropes website exists, because it like sort of started a bunch of TV tropes that we now see in television that's like of the genre, but also like expanding out of it. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, let's take a look inside. There is a little advertisement for some of the novels. That's kind of cool. And then also look for the script book from the critically acclaimed Buffy musical episode, coming November 2002, wherever books are sold. Oh, so you could also buy the script for this episode. That's interesting. This is the little hefty booklet, actually. And it has, oh, this is cute. It has like a little like, the cast. Our girl, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy Summers. Xander and Anya. I love Anya. She's so cute. And Dawn and Spike. Willow and Willow and Giles. Tara! I love Tara, she's my favorite. Tara and Sweet. She's so pure and I love her. And then I guess here it has a little like introduction by Joss Whedon. Yeah, just sort of talking about the conception of the episode. And then there's some like cute little like behind the scenes. And then we go into some lyrics. And then there's like a couple of like, oh yeah, no, it's lyrics. Anya looking absolutely gorgeous. And Buffy, of course. Beautiful as always. Okay, so that's... Oh. I feel like I'm actually kind of forgetting to use my nails to tap on things. Sorry, I'm a little... I did mention earlier, I think, that I'm kind of having some brain fog today. And I'm a little flustered. I'm very, very stressed. It's midterms week. I have something due later today. I have something due tomorrow, the next day, and then the next day. Have I gotten started on these things? No, I'm so stressed. And it's so hot. Anyways, on to the next CD. I hope you're enjoying this. I feel like I'm coming at this with a very different energy now because I think I had a really good time filming the first video. And oh yeah, the other thing I want to mention, thank you so much to everybody who's watched that video. Like, I really thought it was only gonna get like 10 views and that was that, and I was fine. I was like, okay, that's fine. Because like I mostly made it for like my friends to sort of watch because they've always found it very fascinating that I have this like crazy big CD collection and that I'm like really into physical media. But I think it's like 900 people have seen this, and like also like people commenting, like people actually engaging with me. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so happy. And also like people subscribed even. Like, I don't know, it's just so nice. It's like, oh, like people actually are interested in me and like what I have to say and what I'm about, what I'm doing. Like that's so, so nice. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you've watched that video, if you're watching this one, happy to have you here. Yeah, but yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I'm so scatterbrained, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm coming at this with like a different energy because I think, I don't know, like I filmed that first one, I had a lot of fun, and I think it sort of like almost broke the dam, sort of, where I'm feeling a lot less stiff. I'm feeling a little more comfortable being myself, I'm very goofy, silly. So yeah, I think there's definitely been a little energy switch, a little shift. Also, oh yeah, do you like my Manatee shirt? I love this shirt. I have to put that on display. Okay, so next, next album. Shakira, MTV Unplugged. I love MTV Unplugged sessions. I would love, there probably is a CD of Nirvana's MTV Unplugged. I really, really want that if it exists. So this was very fun to find. And a lot of these songs are all performed in Spanish. Which is very cool. Actually, I think the language of like this CD is all Spanish. Actually, I don't know Spanish, so I can't really. I'm not going to try to read or translate because I don't think I'd be very good at it. This is from 2000. I want to try reading. I'm sorry. I'm more comfortable like speaking like French. Like I don't know Spanish at all. Oh, but there is like the booklet has this very beautiful image of her performing. She's gorgeous. Shakira. Her voice, so unique. And her dancing, I loved her since I was a kid. She is so beautiful. I will just show what the songs are. If that's clear at all. Doing that little YouTuber thing. Yeah. This is Shakira Unplugged. And she sounds great live. Obviously, it's Shakira. Little. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should do some tracing. That's what I should do. Like, that's what I'll do. Okay, so this one is the poster or the album, which is right there. This is the Pretty Reckless. Their debut AP. Is it debut? I feel like it is. Yeah, I think so. It only has 4 songs. Make Me Wanna Die, My Medicine, Going Down, and Zombie, which it's labeled as an EP exclusive. I really like Pretty Reckless. I was first introduced to them in like 9th grade by a friend, and this girl was so cool. She like kind of dressed just like Taylor Momsen, and she also kind of looked like Effie from Skins. She was really pretty. I was a little bit in love with her. Yeah, so she was a really big fan of them and introduced me to them, and ever since I've been really into it. Okay, let's see if we can do some tracing here. Little. I don't know if that's relaxing. Okay, so the next one. You probably know this band, My Chemical Romance. This is actually my first My Chemical Romance CD that I've been able to find for a decent price that isn't like $40. This is Danger Days, True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. I think people seem to be very divided on this album. I think some people just like really don't like it. I think it's a really fun album. I'm not the biggest My Chemical Romance fan, so like I'm not entrenched in the fandom. I'm not like, you know, up to date with all the lore, because I mean the MCR fandom is big. You know, they have a lot going on. It's a little bit intimidating for me, so I've never really been a big part of it. But I do like My Chemical Romance, just like as a casual fan, I would say. So yeah, sorry to any MCR fans who are like, have like a very specific opinion about this album. I don't know anything, I'm sorry, I like the music. Okay, let's trace the little spider. I guess this would be better if I had a proper microphone, but I don't. We are filming this on the laptop. This is so much fun. I love this tapping. Okay, so we're halfway through the pile. So. The next one is a remix album. It is Kesha's remix album, a dance remix album. It's called Kesha, I Am the Dance Commander, and I command you to dance. The remix album. I'm not even holding it in frame. Love the aesthetic of this. I love Kesha. I like Kesha. I love her aesthetic. The glitter, the grunge. Another big style influence for me, for sure, growing up. Yeah, this one has, it's literally just her early albums, a lot of remixes, and a lot of them are pretty good. Some of them do have that very, like, 2010, like, dubstep remix sound, which, you know, if you like that, that works. I was really into it then, but I feel like I've kind of aged out of that. But some of them really hold up well, still to this day, like, you know, there's Blow Circuit Remix, the Sleazy Remix featuring Andre 3000, TikTok, Untold Remix. I don't know if I can say that. Skipping that one. Animal, the Switch Remix, Your Love Is My Drug, Dave Alday's Club Remix, We Are Who We Are, Fred Falke, Club Remix, Take It Off, Billboard Remix, TikTok, Chuck Bucket's Veruca Salt Remix, Blah Blah Blah, featuring 303, DJ Skeet Skeet, DJ Skeet Skeet, Radio Remix, and executively produced by a very horrible person. Yeah, good old Kesha. Okay, so the next one is Britney Spears, In the Zone. I've been looking for this one for a very long time. I also want to get Blackout. Have yet to find it. But big Britney fan, which I think I mentioned in my last video. I'm gonna trace the hair. I wish there wasn't like a crazy glare going on. Stroking her hair. Someone's yelling outside. Oh dear. Yeah, this one has Toxic, so it's kind of iconic. Let's see about the inside. Oh, the CD, like, this is so girly 2000s, big fun. Oh, I also forgot to start saying the year of everything. This is from 2003, by the way. Okay, let's, oh my gosh, can I get the packet out? The booklet packet. You know what I'm saying. I think also my nails are about to fall off. Oh, just a lot of the production credits. Queen Britney, looking gorgeous as always. Yeah, it's just a lot of that. Yeah. And then a little thank you message from her. She thanks Madonna, because there's actually quite a few songs on here with Madonna, which is awesome. Okay, so that is Britney Spears, In the Zone. Ooh, yes, and then this one. The Pussycat Dolls, which I think the album's just called PCD. I think this is their first album. This is from 2005. I love the Pussycat Dolls. I really, really love them. I am really into dance, and, you know, I know they do a specific style of dance, but, like, as a kid watching, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, I just want to be able to, like, move my body like that. Like, that's so cool that their bodies can just, you know, it's awesome. Yeah, they're so cool. Their style, I love the Pussycat Dolls. big into that Y2K vibe. Yeah. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I bought this album, and I had never really actually listened to like the full album. So there's a couple songs on here that were kind of new to me. I didn't realize that I like it so much more than I thought. I thought I was like only listening to it for a couple of songs, and I was like, no, this is really good. And some of these songs are almost better than I remember. Like the production, the instrumentation, you know, I was like, yeah, this is a jive. This is good. And I assume also it's probably because I'm an adult and I can actually like understand what they're talking about. Because when I was younger, I was like, what do you mean buttons? What are you talking about? But yeah, love, 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 love. Oh yeah, we have a little get your free Pussycat Dolls wallpaper. Visit the Pussycat Dolls ringtone store for details. Remember when you used to be able to buy ringtones and they would play little ads and they'd be like, text this number and pay 99 cents for Poker Face by Lady Gaga. I miss those days. That was awesome. You can also win Nicole's hoodie. Damn. I hope that contest is still running. Yeah, then there's the little album image. And it has... Oh, it's like all production credits. Yeah. And then it also has individual pictures of the members. So that's Nicole. She typically is the one singing all the time. Kimberly. And Kermit. And Ashley. Melody. I think she was also the other one who sang the most. I think it's her. And Jessica. This is such a these are such Y2K outfits. I feel like Pussycat Dolls really does embody that like Y2K aesthetic so well. Like I think they're the style icons that I think people are trying to emulate when they're like, let's build a Y2K outfit with me. I think it's like, you know, they're the reference, right? Because then there's also like there's a more like Paris Hilton type style, which is a little bit more girly and pink and everything, but I think most of the time people are aiming for this influential group of them. Pussycat Dolls. Okay, now we're coming up on the last two. So these two, I've been, well, okay, one is a little bit different. This one I have been looking for a very, very long time. I'm a really big fan of the franchise, and I finally got it on eBay. I wish I remembered who the seller was. They were really nice. And I was able to get it for like, I think $25 converted because it was from Japan. So it was like, there was a conversion rate. But yeah, I think it was like $25, which was very good in comparison to, I saw people selling it for $70, $200. You do not need to pay $200 for a CD. I guarantee you there is some dude on eBay selling it for $20. Like, you do not need to be doing this. Do not hurt your wallet. It is not worth it. Don't be doing that. But yeah, this is the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack. Silent Hill 2. And this is the original game, not the remake soundtrack. I really love Silent Hill. This is a great game. The music is banging. It has 30 songs, which is very cool. And it's kind of a long album to listen to. I think I've only fully listened to it, like from beginning to end, maybe like twice. A lot of the time I'm like, I gotta go, or I'm like, I'm a little bit bored. But yeah, I've been looking for this for a really long time. I'm so happy to have it. It is a gift, honestly, for me to be able to own this CD. And this is the CD itself. Crazy glare. Yeah, like, as you can see, there's a lot of songs. And when did this come out? Okay, it says 2 days here. 1999 or 2001. But then it says 2001 like 3 times. We'll say 2001. We'll say it's from 2001. That feels accurate. I don't know what to say. I love this. I will say some of my favorites. Pick that out. Theme of Laura. Day of Night, I really like. So, okay, there's also this interesting thing where so here it says Black Fairy, but I also see sometimes people write it as Blank Fairy, and I don't know if that's them making a typo or like mishearing what the title is, or if this here is a typo. I don't actually know, because I've seen some people refer to it as Black Fairy and then Blank Fairy. I'm not sure which one is like, I assume it's Black Fairy because it's on the official, like on the actual album, but you know, right? Especially when you're translating something from another language, like it could also be a misprint. Also Promise, kind of a thematic theme. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are that I really like. I think Love Psalm. Or No One Love You. No One Love You. The Darkness That Lurks in Our Mind. I love the titles of these. They're very a little edgy. Yeah, that's Silent Hill 2. This is a very special album for me to own. And then the last one is also really special for me to own. I pre-ordered it, even though it did not get here till a while later. That kind of peeved me, but I think there was this postal service strike. I think that's part of it. So this is Halsey's Badlands album had its 10th anniversary recently, and she did a 10th anniversary. I think it's called like the Decade Edition. So I have that. It has 2 CDs, and it's awesome. I don't know. I was really happy to have it. So it has track. I cannot speak today. So CD 1 just has regular the Badlands album, and then CD 2 has orchestral demos and rarities and remixes. So there's why can't I speak? Orchestral versions of Colors, Drive, Gasoline, and New Americana. And Young God. And then there's some demos for Drive, Youth, and then also the song Garden, which, the song Garden. This song, the only version I've had of this song for so long is like this really shitty MP3 version that I ripped from YouTube like in 2016. 2015. Yeah. Like that's all I've been listening to, and it's like really fuzzy and everything. When you listen to this version, you're like, oh, she did some work on this. She did some work. Like, it sounds way better. And that was an absolute treat to listen to. And then it also then goes into, First, then it goes into some of her one mic, one take sessions, which is, I think she did, like, I think shortly after the release of Badlands or Room 93. I don't know. It was like very early Halsey. So there's Ghost, Hurricane, Trouble, and then it goes into the track list from Room 93. So you have Is There Somewhere, Empty Gold, Trouble, Stripped, and then Hurricane, Artie remix, Ghost, The Lost Kings remix, Trouble, Sandra Kleinberg remix, Kleinenberg remix. So there's a lot actually on this album. It felt very worth it for me to have, literally just because I knew The Garden was going to be on the album. That alone made it worth it for me. It's one of my favorite songs by her. And so we open it up. 10 years, all alone. Oh, wait. 10 years, all alone. Right here. And we have this beautiful return to the Badlands visuals, which I believe are meant to be the Nevada desert, I think, is what she has said. The gorgeous teal and peachy pink coral, maybe? And let's see if I can pull out one of the CDs. Don't want to harm it. Come out, please. Oh. Okay. They're very beautiful. I love it. Let's put that back in. Oh no. Okay. And the other one, what does the other one look like? I think it's literally the same. But yeah. There's Halsey. And I believe this is an image of her more recently dressed up in her Badlands garb, donning the wig and feather boa, the red lipstick. This album is, I don't know, owning this is kind of interesting to me because I think about how, like, where I was when I first listened to Badlands, and I was about 16 years old and in a very different place than I am now, mentally, emotionally, physically. Also, I was a teenager. I'm an adult now. I'm just being really, I don't know, I don't know if I was a really confused teenager. I think I was just very hurt. I cried a lot. I wasn't in very safe places and situations, and I was very emotional and kind of just reacting to a lot of very insane situations happening to me. Like, it made sense that I was reacting the way I was. And I remember listening to this album and just feeling a kind of comfort that I wasn't really able to get from a lot of places in my life at that time. And then now, when I listen to this, I find that I relate to these songs, some of them not so much anymore, and then some of them I relate to them in just a very different way. Different feelings, different situations, different memories. But then also, I just feel a lot of love for the girl that was listening to this initially. And I think, oh, yeah, this definitely was the kind of art and music that I needed to hear at that time. It made me feel less alone, it made me feel understood, it made me feel held, and I feel grateful for having been able to access music like this. Yeah. And on that note, that is all the CDs that I have acquired as of this point. So, I don't know, there'll probably be a part 3 at some point. I feel like every time I acquire a significant amount of CDs, probably around 10, I would say, I will then probably make another video. And I'll probably just make a playlist at that point, just, add them all in. Yeah, I feel like that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. According to the timer, I've only been recording for about 35 minutes, so that is far less than an hour. Good on me, but I also did yap a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope to make more videos in the future, and I don't know what the next one will be. Could be about anything. If people have any, ideas of, the kinds of videos that I could make or that they think would be interesting, that would be really helpful, actually. So thank you. Give me ideas. Get my noggin thinking. Yeah. Bye. Thank you for watching.